Hiya and welcome back to my channel. I am here today with a Tesco's grocery food haul. The total of the shop was £85.74. So yeah, I will also be doing a like a food plan over the next 2 weeks of what we're planning to eat, because when I do my food shopping I actually do it 2 weekly rather than weekly, because I just find that I spend a lot less. I impulse buy really bad, so if I would go shopping every week I would be spending probably the same amount as what I spend in my 2 week shop. So yeah, this does the majority of the 2 weeks, and then I just have to pop to the shop and pick up things like bread, milk, some extra fruit and bits like that. So yeah, I will get straight on to the food shop. Okay, so we'll start with the fresh fruit and veg section. I have got some carrots, some big white potatoes. At the back we have some bananas, red potatoes. I got 2 lots of peppers because we're going to go through quite a few peppers I think this week. I have lamb's lettuce. This is actually for the tortoise. And then I have a mixed leaf salad for me. And then I have just some normal onions, a medium butternut squash, a huge massive bit of broccoli. I wasn't actually expecting it to be this big, but it will get used, so hey ho. And then I've got a punnet of blueberries, and then a box of mushrooms, and then we have drinks here, which I just got 2 of these ciders which my other half drinks, and then I got 3 of the diet lemonades, and then just some more squash to top up with. And then over here we have Pombes and Quavers just to top up the kids' crisps. I then have the chunky Kit Kats, a 16 pack of I think it's an 8 pack, but there's 16 biscuits because they're like the double packs. I then have a 9 bar of just the double standard Kit Kats. They're more for the kids as like a treat rather than a big chunky one. They're for me or my other half. I then have the Fibre One 90 calorie bars. I thought these were going to be really high on sins for Slimming World, but I think they're 4 sins per bar, which I didn't think was too bad if you're having like a chocolate craving. I then got some of these Nature Valley crunchy oats and honey. They're great for the kids if we're just in a rush and we're running out the door and they're screaming at me that they're hungry. I then got 2 packs of these tortilla chips, a large pack of raisins because we go through hundreds and hundreds of raisins. I then got 16 wholemeal wraps, peanut butter. That is, we thought we'd give the Tesco own brand because I usually get one of the actual branded ones, but we thought we'd give this a go, and it's the crunchy peanut butter because Aria loves it. I then thought I would give doing my own pizza bases a go, but I'm not brave enough to do my own mix, so I thought I would just grab this from Tesco, and then I had to pick myself up a rolling pin because I don't actually own one. And then we have some toilet roll, just a 4 pack, Diet Coke because I couldn't live without my Diet Coke, and then we have jalapenos. I'm hoping that they're not, oh, I think I've picked the wrong ones up. They fiery crunch. Hopefully they're not too hot, because I can't deal with too hot. And then I have a jar of sour cream and chives, and a jar of salsa. That's a mild salsa. And then we just have a kitchen foil. I then have the Hovis Nimble bread because that's what I like with Slimming World, because you get more of those for your healthy extras. I then got the kids just some Scotch pancakes. We then have just a wholemeal medium sliced bread. That's for everybody else in the house. I then got 2 of these egg fried rices. They're great because for some reason Spence doesn't like normal rice, but will quite happily just eat these ones, so it just makes my life easier. And then I have a 4 pack of beans just to top up the cupboard, 4 chopped tomatoes again just to top up the cupboard. We have quite a few in anyway. I then have 2 tins of red kidney beans, a sausage casserole mix because I needed another one, Some mixed herbs because we completely run out and I use them in everything, so really needed them. And then I just got these because they're on offer just to pop in the cupboard, and that is the tomato purees. And then last but not least, we have all the cold section. I got a pack of bacon, but I am not liking the colour very much, just for my other half for the weekend. I then got 3 packs of beef mince. I am going to do one of these packs up as meatballs. It actually worked out cheaper to buy the mince rather than the actual meatballs, and then I just add my own breadcrumbs and onions to it. I then got a 4 pint of whole milk, and this, I don't know how this ended up in my trolley. I thought I'd got rid of it, but they were on offer, so I got a pepperoni Goodfellas pizza, which we didn't end up needing because I decided I was going to make my own, but never mind. I then got the pepperoni slices to go on top for the kids. I got the big pack of ham because it was on offer, so I thought that was quite good value. I then got some middle corners for Spence, some fruits for the kids, and Eli also has some yogurts as well. I then got 2 packs of sausages, a ready rolled puff pastry, a big thing of garden peas just to put in the freezer because I put them with quite a few meals. And then the vegetarian stuff, I got myself some vegetarian red onion and rosemary sausages because they're the ones that are free on Slimming World. And then these were on offer, and I go through quite a lot all the time, so that is why there's so many packs of them. I got 3 of the big family packs. I think they were like £1.50 each instead of £3, so it worked out better for me to get them. And then I have corn sausages, and I have corn pieces, and I think that is everything. Okay, so here is my meal plan for the next 2 weeks. I have 10 meal ideas on here. I don't tend to plan for the whole of the 14 days because we end up switching and changing, and at least 2 of those nights I know that we definitely won't be following this because my eldest has swimming, so that wipes those 2 out straight away. And then we usually have takeaway at least, well, I'm saying we're going to have takeaway probably at least once over the 2 weeks. So yeah, I don't follow this, and then sometimes there's leftovers, and so yeah, I do about 10 meal ideas. If I need more I can always go out and get more, but this is like the main bits. Okay, so at the top we have a chicken casserole. That will be for my other half and the kids, because obviously I'm vegetarian. I have a separate version of everything for myself. For this week for myself, I'm actually going to try butternut squash casserole. I got the recipe offline. It is this one just here. What was it gonna... There we go. The butternut squash casserole, and it's just on the Good Food, on BBC Good Food. It looks quite straightforward. It's got sweet potato in it. All the ingredients I like. I've never tried it though, so I don't know how it's going to turn out. Hopefully it's really, really nice. But yeah, I'm just going to do that alongside the chicken casserole. I'm probably going to do it in the slow cooker as well. And then with the leftovers of that, with the leftovers of the chicken casserole, I will be doing a chicken pie. Depending on how much there is of the chicken casserole left over, I also might freeze a portion, but we will see how much is left. And then for the butternut squash, it is the same. I possibly might make a pie with leftovers of that. If not, a vegetable pie is very, very easy for me to whip up, so that's no problem. And then with the leftovers of the butternut squash, I could possibly make a soup just by blitzing it up. And I also will freeze at least a portion of that to put in the freezer, just as a quick meal for me to grab when I'm not, when I don't want to eat what everyone else is eating. Usually it's when they have like chips and chicken nuggets. I'm just, that just isn't me. So yeah, I always have things in the freezer that I can grab. Then got sausage casserole. Again, this will be 2 versions I will do. Obviously normal meat sausages for the kids and Spence, and then for myself I will use corn sausages. Again, this will be a slow cooker one. I've tried to include quite a few slow cooker meals this 2 weeks because I haven't used it very much recently, and it is easier. I chuck it all in the morning and it's ready by the evening, so I do want to try and utilise it more. Definitely through the colder months, usually once we get to summer, I use a lot of salads and stuff, so I won't utilise it as much in the summer, but hopefully I want to start using it a bit more now. And then we have a cottage pie. It will be corn and mince, depending obviously who's eating it. And then I will freeze. We'll definitely have leftovers of this, and what I will do is I will freeze in bags just the like the cottage pie like content, like the meat and everything, rather than the potato as well, just because it saves room and it doesn't take much to mash potato next time we go to use it. I will then be doing a chilli. Again, it'll be a meat and corn one, and with that we will have chilli one night. We will then have ranch pie, which is basically chilli with sweet potato on top. It is really, really good. And then we usually have that with asparagus, which I fry off in garlic and chilli, and it is absolutely amazing. I have peas as well, but Spence really doesn't like peas, so yeah, but that is good. And then we'll be doing chili nachos one night as well, so yeah, that will use up probably all the chili. I won't probably have any left to freeze as well. And then fajitas, we'll be having that for another night, and I will serve that with like nachos, salad, salsa, that sort of thing. We usually have some of the fajita mix left over. I have before used it the following night as just one fajita on a plate with like some chips and stuff, or we quite often have it for lunch the following day as well. Another one we'll be doing is meatballs. Oh, and for the fajitas I use obviously chicken for the meat, and then for the vegetarian version I use the corn pieces. I know you can get like fajita strips, but I've never tried them. I don't know what they're like. I've always used the corn like chicken style pieces, and that works really well. Another night I will be doing meatballs. I have got in the corn meatballs because they were on offer in Lidl, so I got myself actually this time I got myself mince for everybody else to make meatballs up myself, and that is because I looked at the price difference, and the mince for the same sort of weight content was £1.50 for 500 grams just normal mince, and it was over double that for just slightly more. I think it was 630 grams of meatballs, but by the time you add your onion and your breadcrumbs you're probably looking at a similar weight anyway. So yeah, I'm going to give making my own meatballs a go this time. And then the last one I have on here is homemade pizza, and in the shop you saw that I got the bags of dough that you make up with, I think, water, and then roll it out. So I'm going to give that a go with the kids, and I think they will really, really enjoy that. So yeah, that is my meal plan over the next 2 weeks. We tend to stick to it roughly, but I do swap and change bits over. Some nights I'm just not up to making a meal from scratch, so we also have bits in the cupboard that I can just quickly chuck together. So yeah, but that is everything. Okay guys, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed seeing what we are going to be eating over the next 2 weeks, and I will see you soon. Bye!